Hello everyone, it is moonmothgoddess. Thank you guys so much for your continued love and support here on the channel. We are almost at 100,000 subscribers and I could not be more grateful to each and every one of you that has been so supportive of my work here on the channel, as well as on my other channel, Neptune's Child Tarot. The love I'm feeling, the love I'm feeling from you guys is absolutely amazing. And I'm super feeling blessed and grateful to have each and every one of you to allow me into your life to help you along your own journey with wherever it is that you're at. Okay. So today's pick a card reading is actually one that Spirit has been kind of pushing me to do. I was going to do it yesterday, but I did not have the energy for it yesterday. I felt really drained. Drained yesterday. So we're going to be focusing on channeled messages from your divine counterpart. Okay. Now the way in which I look at divine counterparts are high vibrational connections. It could be a high level soulmate or even the very rare twin flame type of connection. So those of you that may be on the twin flame journey, this would be maybe getting a message from your person, right? But I also want to leave this open for those of you guys that are single and you've not met your divine counterpart. You've not met your soulmate, right? So I want to allow this to be that reading that gives you some type of channeled message, whether or not you have or you haven't met this person yet. I know that some of you guys kind of have like dreams about people that you haven't even met yet, but you can see them and you can, like you're there with them and you can see that as Spirit is kind of allowing you to kind of see that little glimpse into your life. So some of you have premonitions and then actually meet the person in real life. So it's kind of like this cool thing that's happening. But yes, we're going to be getting channeled messages from your divine counterpart, soulmate, twin flame, however you want to look at it, whatever that means for you. Okay. We all can have very different ideas of that. There's a lot of information out there, so you have to go based off of what you feel resonates the most for you. But channeled messages from your divine counterpart. I wanted to do a little bit of an energy check-in, but I feel like I'm not going to because, and I will say why, because I want to leave this open for those of you that are single too. And if you're single and you haven't really met yet, then that energy may not necessarily resonate because you don't have that experience with that person in your life yet, right? So I would say choose based off of what your gut, your intuition is telling you. If you do feel drawn to more than one pile, listen, but listen with discernment. Make sure that you're not just kind of going with what sounds good to you, right? That it really kind of hits home for you and makes sense, maybe with some experiences that you've been having or, something of that nature. So pile one, you're going to be the Labyrinth Tarot deck, and that is going to be with this little green and white crystal here. I don't know what this is. Green and white crystal, okay? Pile number two, you're going to be this little blue one here. For pile two, with the Tarot del Toro. And then pile number three is going to be the Lord of the Rings Tarot, and that is going to be with this little crystal here, which is kind of like aqua teal. Okay, so for pile number three. So channeled messages from your divine counterpart. Pile one with the Labyrinth and the green crystal. Pile number two with the Tarot del Toro and the blue one. And then the Lord of the Rings Tarot with this aqua crystal. Timestamps will be down below, and I will see you guys at your reading. Hi, pile one. So those of you that resonated with the little green crystal and the Labyrinth Tarot, this is going to be your reading today. So we are doing channeled message from your divine counterpart, soulmate, twin flame, however you want to look at that, okay? So like I said, this is a general reading. So if it doesn't really feel like this fits, then it may not necessarily be for you. Okay, so you can you can check out another pile. I do also have other channeled message readings in the playlist, or you can just type into YouTube search Moon Moth Goddess channeled messages, and you'll find a bunch of different videos where I have that. For those of you that are new to my channel and you've never seen me do this before, after I will start kind of just shuffling out some cards, and you may notice that there's a little bit of a pause of silence, okay, as I'm kind of getting into the energy that is coming through. So you might notice a little bit of a pause, okay? So pile number 1, we are setting the intention for this reading to receive a channeled message from your divine counterpart at this time. What message does your divine counterpart have for you at this time? Okay, so because all of you are going to be in very different situations, some of you could already know who your divine counterpart is. Some of you have not even met them before. So as the messages come through, take them as how they apply to you. Okay, take them as how they apply to you, because some of you are just, like I said, you could be already dealing with them, or you could not even have met them yet. Okay. So pile number 1. And also, we're only going to be using tarot today. Okay, no oracle cards, so just the tarot. So pile number 1. What channeled message does your divine counterpart have for you at this time? Nine of Wands. I feel lost without you. And I feel like I am at a place in my life at this time where things are feeling particularly challenging, difficult. It's hard for me not to be around you, to not be as close as I would like to at this point. There is a lot of healing that I have really been working on within myself, and I recognize that you may also be in that place where a lot of these wounds could be something that could drive us apart. Most days it is hard for me to get up and to be able to have the courage to face the day and to work towards goals, dreams that I might have without these thoughts of seeing you and looking into your eyes on my mind. I get easily distracted thinking about you and what it would be like to stand before you, look into your eyes and tell you how much I love you and care about you, and how much I want for us to be able to get past this stage that we're in now, to be able to come together into union the way in which we are meant to. I feel a lot of uncertainty, a lot of fears and unknowns and doubts that come across my mind. There's a lot of things that I need to really bring to the surface, as I feel that there's so much suppressed feelings and emotions that are hidden beneath the surface that I've not been able to voice to you or express to you and talk to you about what has been going on in my life, and I want so much to be able to share that with you. I feel afraid to face the days without you, but I know that once we are past this place that we're in now, that I can only hope that things will be better for us in the future as we are able to come together. I want nothing more than to find happiness in our connection with one another. I know that seeing your smile, your face, and the way in which you look back at me will be something that will bring an incredible amount of joy and happiness to my face. I want the happily ever after with you, and to be able to feel confident and powerful in the love that the two of us will share with one another. I am working on learning to be more confident in myself as I work and reflect on a lot of the wounds that need healing before you and I can come together on a spiritual level the way in which we are meant to. It pains me to be away from you, and it is definitely hard, as I feel there is a part of me that I have not been able to open up and share with you, and some of those darker parts of myself that I am afraid of revealing to you scare me with having to face them. At times I want to reach out to you and to find you and to have you there with me so that we can ride through the storms together. But I know that there is a lot that I need to work on within myself. And I need to stay focused on what my goals, my dreams are in life, and really put forth the positive intention towards creating change in my life that is going to lead to me being in a much more stable place within myself at this time, and also to provide you what it is that you truly need out of our connection and relationship. I try to stay focused. I try to stay optimistic about the future and hold hope and faith and look up at the stars at night and wonder if you are looking at the same star as I am, and to be able to know that the day will come in which things will come together in the way that they are meant to, in perfect divine timing. I know that you are also healing. I can feel it. And I do still feel that there is a little bit of resistance between us that we do have to work through in order for us to come together the way that we're meant to. My heart is loyal to you. And I want nothing more than to be able to protect you, take care of you, and provide for you. Not just financially, but on all of the other levels that you really need to have a partner who is going to bring about a sense of fulfillment and happiness within you. I'm truly trying to find the courage within myself to face myself and my inner demons that I know that I need to work on, that I know that I need to improve. As I said, it gets hard some days having to face a lot of the challenges that I see before me and all the things that I've had to work on from my past. And at times I can feel very detached or even disconnected from my feelings and my emotions. And I'm aware that this is truly something that I do have to work on. I receive a lot of downloads from Spirit, clarity, messages, things that really start to make sense to me in my mind about any confusion that I might have or clouded judgment, as Spirit is trying to guide me towards you. But I am only human, and sometimes these doubts, fears, and insecurities can kick in and really knock me down and make me feel like all of the effort and hard work that I've been putting into myself is going in vain. I cannot wait to be able to inspire you to become a better version of yourself, as you also inspire me to become a better version of myself. And I know during this time while we are away from one another on a spiritual level, maybe even a physical level, that even apart, that we continue to hold a candle, a bright light, as a guiding light towards one another. And know that as we are being led down our path, that ultimately this path will lead us towards one another. I am working towards being more productive, disciplined, focused, organized, wanting to get myself to a place where I do feel financially stable and secure, to make a good provider and provide the stability that you're really looking for. I try to see things from a different perspective and to try to shift my mindset into that place where I know that everything that I'm working towards at this time will pay off in the end to only help us to make our connection stronger. I'm trying to focus on my passions in life and the fire that is lit inside of me to be open to exploring my passions, my purpose, possibilities, to really find my authentic self and move towards that. At times I feel super confused and lost, and I'm working towards trying to close out cycles that really need to be closed so that I'm able to move forward. I feel excited about the future and what that does hold for the two of us as I move past the challenges that are before me until I find my way to you, so I can go through my own process of rebirth and renewal within the self and become my authentic version of self that you will be proud of, that I will be proud of. I am in the process of creating, manifesting you, and I wonder if you are too. I have many dreams and visions about you, downloads. Sometimes I can hear your voice as if it's in the room with me. I have a lot of memories. I have a lot of dreams. It's like I can hear your voice. I can see you standing before me. It all gets very overwhelming at times. But I know that I have to keep on going and keep allowing myself to be guided towards the direction that Spirit is leading me towards. I know there's a lot of things that I need to work on releasing within my life, within myself, so that I can work towards becoming the partner that you are truly deserving of, so that we can move towards a stable union, harmonious union, balanced union with our connection. Once we get to that place of meeting and connecting with one another, coming together again. And for that, I continue to keep my sights set on future optimism and knowing that when Spirit brings us together, it will be the right appropriate time. And that is the one thing that makes me continue to move forward along my path, no longer how long this takes, because I know that the happiness that we are going to feel with one another is something that is going to be out of this world and make us feel completely happy and fulfilled in the love that we will share with one another. And that is what keeps me going. So that is all that I have for you, pile number 1, for your channeled message from your divine counterpart. I hope that this was helpful for you guys, and I will see you guys in the next reading. Hi, pile 2. Welcome to your reading. So those of you that chose Tarot del Toro and this little blue crystal here, this is going to be a reading today. And as I said in the intro, this is a general reading, okay? So if this doesn't really feel like it's fitting, then you can choose another pile, or you can check out one of the other pick a card readings that I do have for channeled messages. Or you can look in the playlist. You can also just type into YouTube search Moonmoth Goddess channeled messages, and you will find a bunch of other channeled message readings that I have done for the channel with that. Okay, so if you've never seen me do these channeled messages before, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start bringing out some cards. We're going to be using only tarot today. Okay, you're going to start seeing me bring out some cards, and it'll take me a second, a little pause of silence before I actually get into the message. I just need to kind of feel into the energies. Okay, so pile 2, we are setting the intention for your reading today to focus on a channeled message from your divine counterpart, soulmate, twin flame, high level connections, okay, spiritual connections, significant connections that you will have or maybe even currently have within your life. So pile 2, what message does your divine counterpart have for you? What message does pile number 2's divine counterpart have for them at this time? I feel very confused at this time. I feel like a lot of things are not clear. A lot of things that make me feel uncertain and unsure about decisions that I must make. I know that some of these decisions and choices that I have as they relate to you involve me really facing my current reality and having to think very logically and very clearly about things. But I feel like I've been stuck in this place of indecision for so long that it's making me feel completely confused and disconnected. Sometimes I feel defeated and I feel very conflicted about my life and about moving forward with the connection that we do have. I feel like it's taken me a long time to find the clarity that I truly need. And sometimes I can get very much in my head thinking about things. And I know that I do need to work on removing myself from a place of self-sabotaging thoughts and ways of thinking and conflict that happens within my own mind. And I'm trying to work on that because ultimately I believe that we are truly meant to find one another and to create a lasting, stable, secure connection with one another. And I knew that I need to get myself out of my current situation in order to make that happen. But it's making me feel very confused. I know that I need to be more emotionally mature about things and really come to a place where I can make decisions based off of what my intuition is truly guiding me to do at this time. I truly do love you with all of my heart, and I care for you so much. I hold only unconditional love in my heart towards you. And I want to take care of you and nurture you the way in which you are truly meant to be cared for. I feel that the two of us do or have had a very balanced connection, but I understand that there is still a lot of healing work that needs to happen within myself, and some of which may also need to happen within you in order for the two of us to come together truly in the way that we are meant to. I often think about us spending time with one another and what that is like, or what it would be like to be able to find someone with such a balanced energy that matches mine, where we can really be happy and find happiness within one another and our connection. I truly feel that we have this connection that is unlike anything that I've ever or will ever experience. I know that we are perfect for one another, and that the love that we will share or do share between the two of us is something that is admired by other people, and something that other people wish they could only have or only dream about having. I know that there is a strong emotional bond, connection between the two of us, because I can feel that even though there could be certain things that are keeping us away or apart from each other at this time, I want nothing more than to be able to give you the love that you're truly deserving of. And I recognize that there is a lot of feelings and emotions that I need to kind of uncover within myself. I feel like at this time, there is time that I do need to spend alone and really reflecting within myself with how to heal certain things. There could potentially be some type of outside influence that is affecting our connection at this time. And I really need to look within myself about how to move past these types of obstacles in order to find my way to you. Sometimes I feel like I'm walking in the dark and I don't know the clear path ahead and how that is going to lead towards you. There are many things that are holding me back from being able to break free from energy that is controlling me at this time, or I'm having a difficult time being able to break free from certain ways of thinking or certain situations that have kept me stuck. I feel this fire within me that is trying to help me to push me forward away from these ways of thinking or situations that have kept me in the dark. I'm trying to find my way through all of this so that I can find my way to you. Sometimes it feels lonely. I feel alone. I feel sad because I have not in a place where I feel completely confident or comfortable with myself at this time. I know that there's a lot that I need to work on. And the expression of feelings and emotions can at times be very difficult. So I am aware that that is something that I need to work on. I definitely feel like we share past lives with one another, as at times I do have dreams and memories of being with you, holding your hand, us walking together, having fun, having a good time. It feels as if you are here with me, and I can envision us having a stable, secure future together. Family with one another, if that is something that we choose to do, is only building upon the love that we do have towards one another. And I know that when we reach that place in our life, that we will find happiness, joy, fulfillment in that, creating a beautiful connection with one another. But I know that I have to wait for the right time in order for this to happen for the two of us, and trust in divine timing to make it happen. But until then, I will continue to work on my independence, my freedom, my stability, my security within myself, and focus on my passions in life that will help to lead me towards becoming the most authentic version of myself. There is much that I want to be able to communicate with you, and at times I feel discontent with the way that my life is, and I know that it's only going to change if I create the change in order to make certain things happen within my life. I cannot wait for the day to be able to hold you and tell you how much I love you and how much I care about you and how much I feel that we are truly meant for one another. But as it stands, I am working towards trying to find balance within my own life and get my priorities in order so that I can close out the cycles that I really need to in my life in order for the two of us to actually be together and be able to move forward confidently with willpower and determination to lead us towards a successful union with one another. At this time, I feel a little withdrawn, and I feel like there is much that I really do need to work on within myself. I feel like at times I'm trying to really find out who I truly am, what my desires are in life, so that I can gain inspiration and passion in order to be able to find you, in order to fill my heart with the love and be open to receiving your love and able to give you the love that you are truly deserving of. I love you unconditionally, regardless of what types of conflicts and challenges we may be facing individually, as well as with one another. And I know that we will be able to move past this type of energy because I feel that we have this power within us that is helping to lead us towards being able to move beyond the challenges, the adversity that we may be facing at this point in our life. And I want nothing more than to be able to get past this stage as quickly as possible. But I also understand there is much to do. And I can trust and know that Spirit will bring us together at the right time so that we may find the happiness, the fulfillment that we are both so deserving of with this connection that we do have with one another. So that is your channeled message, pile number 2. I hope this was helpful for you guys, and I will see you in the next reading. Hi, pile 3. So those of you that resonated with this little aqua crystal here and the Lord of the Rings tarot, this is going to be a reading today. We're getting channeled message from your divine counterpart. So this is going to be focusing on high-level soulmate, right? Twin flame connections. Like I said, I wanted to just make this available to those of you that are also single that may have not met your divine counterpart yet. So that's kind of where I'm just kind of like foregoing the energy check, because that may not be relevant for you if you haven't met the person yet, you know? So let's get started. Those of you that have not seen me do this before, just know, also, we're only using tarot today, okay, for the channeled message, only tarot. But those of you that have not seen me do this before, I am going to be shuffling the cards and kind of drawing them out one by one. You may notice a little bit of a pause of silence as I get into the energy. So you might notice that, okay, before I actually get into the message. So pile number 3, we're setting the intention today to receive a channeled message from your divine counterpart. A message that your divine counterpart has for you at this time. Whether you have or have not met them, so take the message how it resonates, okay? Depending on what your individual situation is right now, especially for those of you that have not met the person yet. You just kind of you know, take the message a little bit differently than someone who may already know who that person is, okay? So take it how it applies to you. So pile number 3. What channeled message does your divine counterpart have for you at this time? I can only imagine what it's going to be like when I stand before you. The happiness, the joy, the tears running down your cheek, running down my cheek, as we look into each other's eyes. For the first time, or for the 100th time. And that energy of joy and fulfillment that we find in the union and the connection shared between the two of us, and the love that we have towards one another. I have faith that you will become my forever person, and the love that we will share with one another will be something that will very easily be reciprocated. I understand that connections do require for the two of us to both put in the same amount of effort and focus and energy and love into creating a balanced, harmonious union. And this is something that I am fully looking forward to. I can feel your energy. I have dreams, I have visions of you, and I can feel you standing before me, sitting beside me, guiding me, leading me towards union and finding you and connecting with you. My intuition knows that the two of us are meant to be, and that we will find this connection with one another and move into a stable, grounded connection with one another. I know that you and I are meant to be, that we are meant to be with one another, that the love that we will share with one another will be that of unconditional love, tenderness, nurturing, compassion, empathy, respect, loyalty. There are some things that I do need to work on within myself, mainly with my sense of stability and security that I can find within myself, so that I can be open to receiving the love that you have, so that we can work towards building a stable foundation for our connection. I am currently learning how to love myself and to be open to receiving the love that you will be giving to me and I will be giving to you. I am working towards closing out cycles of removing myself from situations that have created stagnancy and things that I've been afraid of being able to move out of and really have and shift into my power of creating and manifesting the life that I truly want. I am working towards trying to create balance and prioritize the most important things in my life at this time, so that I can find that balance from within. I often spend a lot of time alone in solitude, a lot of reflecting and thinking upon the future and meeting you and finding you and being with you and connecting and spending time with you. I've been working on a lot of healing the inner child, healing my shadow, working towards becoming the best version of myself that I can, working towards transforming my thoughts and playing an active role in decisions and choices that I'm making. Some days I feel like I have it all together and I have a clear plan of action. I've discovered who I am. And then I get to this point where I have doubts, and those doubts set inside my mind, and I feel like I have to start all over again because I think I know who I am, until I uncover another layer of the self that I used to know and see how that is conflicting with the ideas of who I am now. So I'm really working towards trying to bring my mind to a state of clarity and calm, But I will admit that it does get difficult at times to really work through a lot of this energy. It can be very challenging. But that doesn't mean that I'm giving up on myself or giving up on you and the connection that we will have with one another. There's a lot of things that I need to face, and some of those things have been rather difficult for me to actually remove the blindfold with and face reality about certain decisions that I do have to make. I've been working about making better choices within my life, ones that create fairness, balance in my life, and learning from my past mistakes as I work towards clearing any karmic cycles that I've been caught up in. One of those things can be a lot of negative thinking, self-sabotaging thoughts that I have that can definitely keep me feeling stuck or restricted. And sometimes these are the things that are the most confusing because I don't know how to move beyond those things. I know that I want to be someone who provides you the stability and security, the nurturing of our relationship that you are truly deserving of. And I know that I need to remove myself out of situations that are creating a lot of conflict within my mind so that I can bring myself to a place of finding my own personal willpower and drive to be able to feel confident about moving forward. I want to feel that freedom from my own mind at times to be able to move on from self-sabotaging types of thoughts and restrictive types of thinking, self-limiting beliefs that are holding me back. A lot of these things are hard to break away from: codependency, attachment, addictions, self-limiting beliefs, fears, doubts, my ego, the shadow aspect of myself that I'm still kind of working towards removing. It can all be very overwhelming. I feel like I'm still carrying a lot of baggage and stress from my past, all of which I know that I need to release in order for me to start over and start new and to create some type of new beginning. But this is what I'm truly looking forward to, is that new beginning and that new start with you. I am currently undergoing a huge transformation within myself and bringing to an end anything that is not in alignment with me at this time, and learning to spend more time in reflection and working on myself and really setting out on a path of discovering who I truly am, because I feel that this is something that I have been running away from, avoiding, is a lot of the inner work. And so I know that in order for us to come together, I have to really take stock in what I have really been putting my energy into so that I can decide what needs to be removed, what needs to go, what do I need to release, so that I can go through my own rebirth process to be able to step into the energy that I am really wanting for my life. I must admit that there are a lot of things that I'm not happy with at this point in my life, and I know that those are things that do need to be addressed. And I really need to step into my power here and create some type of plans of action and focus and discipline within myself so that I can truly become this person that you were truly deserving of, with the love that we will have for one another. I am working towards manifesting you, manifesting this connection, manifesting this union, this spiritual union between the two of us. I want nothing more than that, is to feel stable, grounded, independent, secure, to be able to give you the love that you're truly deserving of. I can feel that you are someone who is very nurturing, very loving, very compassionate, generous and kind. And sometimes I might feel like I am not good enough. I have a lot of insecurities and fears beneath the surface that I do need to work on. And really bringing things from my past to the surface for me to shed light upon so that I'm able to heal. I'm looking towards creating new beginnings and investing my time and energy into things that are going to really help me to set me along my path. But at times I must admit that it really discourages me when I kind of fall back into old patterns of behavior and I feel like I'm taking 10 steps forward. 10 steps back instead of 10 steps forward. I try to remain optimistic about things and hold out faith and belief that the universe will bring us together in the right time. But until that time, I feel like a part of me is definitely missing. But I have to trust in the way in which the divine is working so that I'm able to truly express my feelings and my heart to you in the way that you are truly deserving of. And I'm definitely looking forward to that day where we can ride off into the sunset together to live the life that we were meant to live with each other, in each other's arms. So that is your channeled message for you, pile number 3. I hope that this was helpful for you guys, and I will see you in the next reading.